Firstly introducing in the blue corner, wearing the gold trunks trimmed with black. He comes from Gubbio in Italy, weighing in at 10 stone, 7.5 pounds. His professional record of 21 contests consists of 17 wins, 10 wins coming inside the distance, with 2 losses and 2 draws. Please welcome Giammario Grassellini and his opponent across the ring in the red corner, wearing the silver trunks trimmed with orange and green. Fights out of Lurgan and weighed in at 10 stone, 10 pound. His 16-fight professional record is 15 wins, 6 wins by way of knockout with just 1 solitary loss. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Logan's Stephen Haughian.
It was close to in Belfast, remember, and then it was a split decision. 2 judges to 1. That's a good straight left there. Great jab from Haughian. Makes up Grassellini's mind for him. And Grassellini hasn't thrown a punch that landed on target in the last 40 seconds.
See, this keeps Grassellini, this keeps him frustrated. You know, and he's going back towards the ropes here. He's trying to lead Haughian into the ropes so that he can have a bit of rough and tumble, just like this. If Haughian's smart, which he is smart, and he's a good boxer, he wants to just keep doing what he's doing, and it makes his every round he's fighting, makes it easier for him, because if he keeps him at long range, he's not being hit himself, and he's able to see exactly what's going on, and he can see where the punches are coming from, because there's such a distance between them. So he has to keep on boxing the way he's boxing, keep it all at long range.
I think he's boxed very well tonight, Haughian. I like the coolness about the man. He's not, see there now, that's a temptation, isn't it? To jump in and throw 1 or 2. But he doesn't accept the invitation, and fair play to him, because he's boxing with smarts, you might say. Again, Grassellini has said, come on in. He's not actually gesturing that way, but he's leaving the door open, and Haughian doesn't want to go in. He's quite content to keep it at distance, and that's the way. Throw the jab out as he did there, and there again. And that means that he's not going to get hit. Throws her right in, hand in for variation. Referee steps between them. There's nothing dirty about it, just separates them. Coming towards the end of the 6th round, and after this, just 2 to go. And I would have Haughian in front, but it's a fight that could really go either way, because we'll not forget Belfast, the King's Holiday. That was on the 8th of December last year, and a night that Haughian won't forget either. Punch it through after the bell, but the bow of apology is accepted from Grassellini. 2 rounds left in this one. Tidied up the eye again on Stephen Haughian, so he's all right to motor on. Good little fight though, this. Like, if you're a matchmaker, Dave, this is the sort of fight you'd like to be able to present to a promoter.
Yeah, because it has a bit of excitement. You know, they're coming forward. You know, they're having they're inside. They're fighting at a distance, but it's pretty exciting because Haughian's coming forward to this guy here all the time, and he's at times fighting Grassellini's fight, which I feel that he shouldn't be doing. I know it's maybe exciting for everybody sitting there in the house. You sit at ringside. It's more exciting watching somebody who's prepared to rough and tumble. But if you want to make life easy for yourself and you want to win a lot easier and a lot more comfortably, fight the fight that suits you, not what suits your opponent. And Haughian does that, but then at times he gets involved in a brawl, and when he gets involved in a brawl, generally he comes off that wee bit worse. But when he's at long range, he has great success, and he's building the points up, and he's having an easier ride. So he wants to keep doing what he is. I'm sure that John Breen and Eamon McGee are telling him, keep things at long range.
He's boxing well. Sometimes he falls into that trap of having a little bit of a punch-up. But when they're in a corner or near a corner, he's not being lulled into it. You'll notice that. Look at that. Against the ropes. Is he going to get back in? Yes, he will. And he threw a lovely right hand. Yes. No count. It wasn't a punch. Referee Dave Early's talking to the timekeeper immediately there and making clear that that was not a knockdown. Not a knockdown. So it won't be a point there for Stephen Haughian. Just for a moment, Haughian may have slightly lost the cool. But let's somebody whisper in his ear, that imaginary whisper, and take it cool, take it easy, step back, take a step back and then another half step back, and then get your emotions in order again. I think he's done that. By and large, this has been a good fight for Stephen Haughian, and whether it's fueled by a couple of alcoholic beverages or not, but the crowd are singing now, ole, ole, ole. And it's a long way from the big fights of the night. I thought ole, ole began in Mexico, but to transfer to Ireland in Italia 90, and it's remained ever since for all sorts of sports and occasions. Haughian is dictating this round now. And the Italian corner is getting concerned because there's only one more round to go. One more round in a couple of seconds. That again is not a knockdown. And there's the bell to end the round, and there's one to go, and Haughian is nearly there. Touch love, the 8th and final round. And it's been a good scrap between two fellows who know each other well. This is the 89th round that Stephen Haughian has boxed in his professional career. 21 fights for money has had Grassellini. He's won 17 of them. But his last fight, which was in March of this year, he lost to Leonard Gundu, which was for the Italian welterweight title. So he's coming off a defeat. And another one will be no good for his old confidence, because he's now approaching his 32nd birthday. He was a heavyweight, of course, he was still fighting when he's 50.
So if Haughian keeps doing what he's doing now, keep it at long range, he has this fight in the bag. Getting in close, there's a chance you can get caught, you know, hit with an elbow, like anything can happen at all, and it suits. See the way he touched his head there again?
He's done it so many times now. If he belonged to me in any shape or form, I'd have him at the doctor and just see what that is. Maybe it's just his imagination, maybe enough to know.
A good right hand by Haughian there, cracking right hand, let it bang on the jackpot. Good stuff by Haughian. That was the best right hand he's thrown the whole fight.
And any doubt that might have been in it, I think Haughian is now swaying into this last round, because quite frankly Grassellini hasn't been able to lay a glove on him in this last round. He's still able to smile away through the mouthpiece, but Haughian still refuses to get mixed up in a punch-up, and that's a good lesson that he's learned himself. A corner will of course told him as well, but his confidence is growing, and he's just over a minute to survive now. He's telling him many rounds that 89 rounds this is for Haughian in his pro career, but this is 132 rounds for Grassellini. There's a huge difference in the punishment you take. Think of all the rounds that Grassellini has taken in his career and fought in his career, and the number of headaches he had the morning after. It's one of the few ways in the world you can have a headache the morning after the night before without touching a drop. Grassellini knows he's got to do something, and do something remarkable now in the closing stages of this, in my opinion. And then I'm not marking a card and I'm not a judge, but I would be surprised, as I was in Belfast, but I'd be certainly surprised this time if Haughian doesn't get this decision.
I think Haughian has won this fight this time, Jimmy. I think he's won it pretty convincingly. He's been he's had the more success, you know. He's landed the cleaner punches. He's done a better job. I see Grassellini thinks he's won, but not on my scorecard he hasn't.
No, not mine either, but he's a happy guy. Haughian thinks he's won, Grassellini thinks he's won, and I think Haughian is right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee David Irvine's scorecard after 8 rounds of boxing reads Giammario Grassellini 74 points, Stephen Haughian 79 points. The winner, Stephen Haughian!
So he's made up for the defeat at the King's Hall before Christmas last year. And a very, very enjoyable fight between two guys who know and respect each other. And Grassellini showing that he's a macho man, all right. John Hayes, eat your heart out.